Learning to drive. I wonder how that makes you feel just thinking of that. Learning to drive. Maybe you've learnt to drive and you can drive, but just remember what it was like before you learnt to drive. And some people I know really are looking forward to that for years and years, and people that love cars, and you kind of think one day I'll be able to learn to drive, and I really want to drive. I get excited by driving, and you kind of pick up the tips as you other people drive you around. Your parents take you around as a kid. You kind of think, I'd like to take that wheel. I can remember learning to drive, and what a feeling it was to pass my test. I had to have a few goes at it. I didn't pass first time. And the second time I took my test, the inspector wouldn't take the car out, the driving school car, because it had leaks in it. It was not a good car. So the car failed the test, not me. But I passed then the third time. And I can remember that sense of freedom, of feeling independent. I could drive where I wanted to drive. Nobody's going to tell me which way to turn. I could sort of just go off and drive. With, of course, a bit of backing from my mum and dad, who trusted me to drive their car. And it was a great feeling, a feeling of freedom. And, I hope that all of you who do want to learn to drive do get to learn to drive and kind of really enjoy that sense of freedom and responsibility, which is really good. So I want to suggest to you that it's... although we look forward to getting rid of our L plates and learn to drive and take our L plate off, actually it's good to remember that we're learners all the way through life. And Jesus calls us disciples. You know what that word means? It means learner, really. Follower, because we're learning from Jesus, but it means to be a learner. And whereas you might think one day I'm going to know it all, actually, that's not a good attitude. I think it's always good to realise that there's something new to learn every day, as they say. We learn something new every day. There'd be something wrong if we ever thought we got there. And the wisest people, the most saintly people, the philosophers of our age, are those who will admit humbly that the more they learn, the more they know how much they need to learn more. So it's like we realise as we grow up that we always need to be humble and realise that other people have more to teach us than we know for ourselves. So, learners, one and all, we're all in it together, learning as we go along, from each other, from God. And I'm proud to be a learner and to admit that I don't know it all. So I need your help, you need my help, as we go through life together, teaching and learning from each other. So tell Wow Church what it feels like to be learning new things, and what new thing have you learnt today?